I don't know who would kill a cop. I mean, I just saw him yesterday. He was fine. You know, he hasn't been doing any undercover work, no threats. I don't know who would do this. Naomi! I'm sorry. I'm just in shock. I don't know who would want to do this either. Don't be stupid, Naomi. Who wouldn't want him dead? He's a cop, for goodness sake. The question is, who would be dumb enough to do it? I don't know. Maybe it wasn't planned. Maybe he was just at the wrong place at the wrong time. You know what? That doesn't even matter. Because whoever did this is going to pay. They're not going to get away with this. Why are you so upset? He was my friend too, Vanessa. What? I'm not allowed to grieve too? Yes, but you need to get it together just the way I did. We have a case to solve, and we don't have any time for tears. Excuse me for a minute. Hey!
Hey. Where's the food?
Oh, I just called the caterer. He'll be here in a second.
Okay, good, because I'm starving. So, what's been going on?
Nothing. I'm just excited to see you. Congratulations on catching the kidnapper the other day. That's huge for you. You're bound to get promoted to detective. And with that pay raise, I mean, all the opportunities that's going to happen for you. John.
What?
I can't believe you're texting another female and I'm sitting right here.
Naomi, please, stop tripping. I ain't texting no other female. And you know how I am. If somebody got my attention, I'm going to flirt. It's not like I'm going home with them.
You would if you could.
I would if I wanted to, but I don't. Besides, how are you going to sit over there and complain when I'm messing around on Vanessa with you?
You know what, John? All I want from you is a little respect. How would you feel if every time I went out with you, I looked at another guy?
Well, I wouldn't care because I know that's how you are.
Regardless of it being in my character or not, is wrong. Just like it's wrong for you to sit here and do it in front of me.
Naomi, there's no need for us to argue. We're both here trying to have a good night. We're here to celebrate. Don't you know that I love you, or else I wouldn't be here right now? I certainly wouldn't be tiptoeing around Vanessa.
And that's another thing. Tiptoeing around her like we're in preschool? I'm tired of being the sideline, John. It's time that me and you both told her the truth.
No. I told you, Vanessa is insane. I'm not trying to have my chance of becoming a detective ruined. And you know that she knows everybody on the force.
Whatever, John.
Naomi, listen. You know what you were signing up for when we started this thing. Eventually, we will tell Vanessa about us, but as of right now, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
But baby, when? When will we get to that point, John? I'm so tired of being her shadow. It was always like that, even when we were kids. I'm sick and tired of being her lapdog and coming second best to everything. Now, I'll hold off for a minute. But only because you asked me to. But I mean it, John. I'm done. No more will I become second best to Vanessa. Hey. How are you feeling?
I'm okay. You know, haven't been eating as much. I just can't believe he's gone.
Yeah. Well, do you have any leads?
I don't.
Well, I do.
Really?
Yep. Do you remember that girl, Allison? She used to be John's ex.
Yeah, what about her?
Yeah, well, I went to the gas station across the alley where John was found, and I asked to look at their surveillance footage. Allison and John had been meeting right before he died, and they both disappeared behind that alley.
Wonder what that meeting could have been about. From what he told me, she was just a fling.
Maybe she had some info on the case John was working on. You know she hangs around that dark crowd. And I dug into her records. Turns out she has the same gun used to shoot John with in her name. Bought it a week ago.
Sounds like enough probable cause to me. Let's go find her.
Look, we know that you must be really busy, so we'll try to make this as quick as possible.
You're not trying hard enough. I'm still sitting here.
Where were you on the night of the 1st?
Apparently you nowhere. Or else why do you have me here?
Listen, this could go a lot faster if you just stop procrastinating and answer the questions.
Oh my, touchy touchy. What is it? Are you missing your boyfriend, detective?
Cut the crap, Allison. We all know you had a motive for killing John.
Why? Because he left me for her? It wasn't that big of a deal. I mean, to be honest, with me and John, it was just a fling. By the time he had found this chick over here, I had already hooked up with someone richer and better looking. So the breakup was mutual.
Oh, please. You hated him and Vanessa. You were probably planning this all along, just waiting for the day that you could take him down.
Is she serious?
Yes, I am. You had all the motive for killing him, and don't act like you didn't. You and him went in that alley and John didn't come back out, so explain that.
What was the meeting you and John had?
He needed information on a drug bust going down that night.
Oh, yeah, right. If it's one thing everyone knows about you, Allison, is that you are not a snitch.
I am for the right price.
Explain.
Oh, come on. Don't act like you two didn't know. You think that John had the brain capacity to handle all the cases he had been working on? It was me and my connections that got him where he was today. I'm the reason he made detective, and he wasn't paying me enough. So I told him either checks get bigger or I tell all. So he said that he'd cut me in on whatever he made on the drug bust that night. A pretty penny to keep my mouth shut.
So what were you saying? John was a crooked cop? No way, you're lying.
Check his bank statements and read them and weep.
At the end of the day, that still doesn't get you off scot-free. The fact still remains that you walked out of that alley and John didn't. And you cannot sit here and tell me that didn't bother you. The fact he could use you and betray you and go running back to Vanessa without a second thought about you.
Aren't you listening to me at all? So what, John shacked up with Vanessa? All I told you, all I wanted was a check and I got it. And I always did that. I always leave out the alleyway before John so as to not look suspicious. Whatever happened to John after I left out that alleyway is not my fault. And you are taking this way too seriously.
No, you are taking this way too carelessly, Allison. You're in some serious trouble, so you might as well fess up.
Fess up to what? I didn't do anything.
Oh, but you did. You shot John dead in the chest, and we know it because we found your gun at the crime scene. The one that you bought right before John's death.
There's no way. That isn't possible.
Read it and weep, sweetie.
Nice try, but last time I checked, that wasn't my gun.
What?
I don't own a gun, sweetheart, so I have no idea how that's registered in my name. If you two went and did your job thoroughly, you would have seen that I've been convicted on a domestic misdemeanor charge, and last time I checked, I wasn't allowed to have a gun.
How could you not know this?
Oh, come on, Vanessa. This is Allison we're talking about. And we've dealt with suspects like her before. People get around buying guns all the time.
Yeah, but not of that grade.
I don't know. There has to be some type of explanation.
Clearly there isn't. It's plain as day that that's not her gun.
Oh, so Naomi's true nature comes out. I'd be careful if I were you, Vanessa. Naomi isn't who she seems.
Just get out of here. What's gotten into you, Naomi? You know you can't just jump across the table on people like that, especially on leads that you messed up.
I said it was a mistake. And even if that one didn't work out, we both know Allison killed John.
That's what you're claiming, but only thing I've been able to see is that you have something to hide.
How dare you, Vanessa? I have nothing to hide. All I want is the person who killed John put behind bars.
So do I, but it seems like to me I'm the only one who has a level head on their shoulders. And Why was Allison accentuating that you had something to do with John's death?
She's crazy. And we've dealt with suspects like her before. Of course she's going to want to put her guilt on me.
Yet you're not denying it, Naomi.
Is there something you want to ask me, Vanessa?
Is there something you want to get off your chest, Naomi?
No, and I'm done with this conversation. Can I go? The bottom of this.
Hello, is this the arms list gun business? Hello, how are you? Great. This is Detective Vanessa Wright. I'm calling about coming to see your surveillance videotape. Oh, I see. So this detective who picked it up, have you seen them before? Oh, okay. Okay, so you've seen them. Okay, so you're saying that she bought 2 guns and off of you one of them is not in her name? Oh, it's in her sister's name. Okay, can I have that, sir? Mm-hmm. Allison Hale. Okay. Thank you so much. Goodbye. Vanessa. You thought she was slick. I got something for you. Why'd you do it, Naomi? How long was it going to be before you told me about you two being together?
Okay, Vanessa, look. I know you're upset.
Upset? I'm upset. Naomi, you wouldn't even begin to know how upset I am.
Vanessa, look. I begged John not to tell and report you to the chief and to just try and understand that you only thought you knew what was right.
What are you talking about?
Vanessa, you know what I'm talking about. Me and John were both there when we saw you kill that drug dealer, even though he was unarmed and surrendering.
We all knew that he was going to go back on the streets and do it over again. And we all made that promise that we wouldn't say anything about it. And you were my sister. And what do you do in silence? In return, you mess with my boyfriend.
Vanessa, he was never your boyfriend. Never was. Me and John both knew you liked him, so we pretended to go along with it. Vanessa, you are my sister, and the only thing I wanted was to get you help. That's why I tried to pin it on Allison.
No, stop lying to me. You were the one that did it. You took my love and my life away from me, and I'm not going to let you get away with it.
Vanessa, get your hand from behind your back.
You did it. You killed him.
This is psychologist Naomi Johnson. I am sitting here with patient Vanessa Wright, asking her questions about the murder of John Watson. So far, she's recapped the story by making me, her, and victim, John Watson, all detectives involved in a corrupt drug bust gone bad. She reveals through my character, who is also her sister, that she had an obsession with John Watson, but the thought of her killing him sent her into a frenzy. And she leaves off with stabbing my character, eliminating me as well. I will attempt to ask her where she will go from here. Vanessa, why did you feel the need to kill off my character? Is it because you couldn't handle the fact that you murdered John? Vanessa, why did you kill John Watson?
I didn't kill him. You did.